Hi Nerf Hoarders, and welcome to my review and comparison video for the MICROSHOTS Ray Blaster, and Solo Blaster, and Stormtrooper Blaster. Videos on the Scruffy-Looking Nerf Hoarder channel are intended for audiences of 13 and above.
Why, you stuck up, half-witted, scruffy-looking Nerf Hoarder!
Included in the collectible box is a blaster and 2 elite darts. Look at the side of the boxes, and here's a look at the back of the boxes. These blasters were released in 2019 and are part of the MICROSHOTS line. The MICROSHOTS blasters are basically micro versions of blasters that have been previously released. And these ones are based on previous Star Wars Nerf blasters that have been released over the years. All the blasters are single shot, front loading spring blasters, or Joel reskins. All the blasters work with the same principle, but it's worth noting that Ray's hole is a little bit smaller than the Stormtrooper or Han Solos. So when you're trying to push that dart in there, it's not as easy because these two have funnel ends and Ray's doesn't. I take my mind out of the gutter. Now let's test this blaster. I'm going to start off with the Stormtrooper Micro Blaster. I'll be wearing this for eye protection. Next, the Han Solo Blaster. And finally, the Ray Blaster. I tested these 3 blasters on my chronograph, and for the Stormtrooper blaster, I achieved an average velocity of 51 feet per second. For the Ray blaster, I achieved an average velocity of 48 feet per second. And for the Han Solo blaster, I achieved an average velocity of 53 feet per second. Now normally I like to compare these blasters to the props that we saw in the movie, but these blasters are a little different, because these blasters aren't actually trying to look like anything that's in the movie. These are micro versions of Star Wars Nerf blasters. So I think it's only fair that I compare them to their giant Nerf counterparts. First we'll look at the Stormtrooper blaster. And now a lot of people think that this is a micro version of this. But you can quite clearly see, looking at the scope and some of the other detailing, that this is 2 separate blasters. Now this is an actual micro version of this blaster, which is really bizarre because the micro blaster is almost the same size as the regular blaster. If I sort of hold it there, you can see roughly about half the size of it. But the scopes are almost the same size. This is the Han Solo Micro Blaster, and it's based on this blaster, Han Solo Blaster from Solo. And you can see that they're, again, pretty close. The colours are quite good. It's interesting they didn't colour in the scope grey like they did on the Solo version. And here's the Ray Blaster and its counterpart. And you can see straight away the main issue with the top one is it's blue, which is a bit bizarre, because it's meant to be a MICROSHOT version of this blaster. If you know why it's blue, please let me know. If I had to guess, I'd say it's because they already had the Stormtrooper blaster, and that's white. So they wanted each different MICROSHOT to have a different colour. So we've got a blue one, an orange one, and a white one. If they had two white ones, maybe people might not buy them. So that's my guess. Interesting thing to note is this blaster was a bit inaccurate with this bit in the back, but that was because that was the priming handle. But this blaster is a bit more accurate because it's got a bit more like what Ray's blaster looks like in the movie. It goes straight up with that straight line. So my final thoughts on these blasters. If you're a Nerf fan, you know all about these blasters. They've been around for years. They're jolts. These are just Star Wars jolts. So I'm not going to tell you a single thing about them. If you're a Star Wars fan, these are quite cool. They look like micro versions of the blasters, and they're cool in the box. They look nice with the see-through packaging. And if you're going to put them on the side, they look like little collectibles. They look like little trinkets. They're quite nice. I like the look of each one. So really happy with these. If you're into Star Wars and Nerf blasters, then they're quite cheap to pick up, and they look pretty cool as well. My overall ratings for these blasters.
Aren't you a little short for a Stormtrooper?
You did it! You made it through the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel, where I literally have lots of videos chatting about Star Wars Nerf blasters. I love these things. Until next time, may the foam flinging force be with you. Oh my! Master Nerf Hoarder really does love his Star Wars Nerf blasters. Anyway, please like and subscribe to the channel. Come along, R2. We're leaving.